generated liquidity with a key level. Take that trade entry in there, 10-point stop, and you could have targeted this 30-minute order block and you would have had a 1 to 19.7, almost a 20R. All right, welcome back to my YouTube channel. First thing I want to say is I hope you had a Merry Christmas, and since this video will probably come out a couple days before New Year, I hope you have a Happy New Year's. I hope that all your dreams and aspirations come true this year. I know that I've already put in some work and have invested in myself in some ways to make 2025 the best year of my life, and I hope that you're doing the same thing. But like I like to say, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the channel where I'm just documenting my trading journey. For those of you who have been following me for the past year, I'm about to hit a full year of trading coming up in January, so I'm very excited for that. I want to thank you so much for the amount of support that we've been getting on this YouTube channel. I'll show the YouTube channel in a little bit. Thank you for following me on Instagram. Make sure you guys go and do that. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you traded this week. Like I said in the last video, I'm done trading for the rest of the year. I'll probably get back to trading January 5th around there, coming into the new year. Right now I am literally just back testing, and it's crazy because this week's price action was actually very good, and I was actually very surprised in that. It kind of caught me off guard, but like I said, it's just been mostly back testing, and I've been learning a lot of new things recently. It's definitely some things I want to talk about once we get into the actual trades that were possible this week, or I guess the back testing session that this video is going to be. Either way, look out for my mentorship or premium Discord. News for it is going to come out soon. It's going to be down in the description. I've actually talked about it in the Discord already, and a couple people have told me that they are interested. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out the Discord. One rule is that you definitely have to be in the Discord to be able to join the premium version, but all the news and all that stuff is going to be coming out pretty soon. Yeah, just let me know what you guys want in terms of the free Discord, because I'm going to be mostly focusing on the premium part from now on. So yeah, let's not take too much time talking. I don't want to make this video too long. Let's hop into the sponsor of this video and also the Discord itself. But before I even get into that, I want to say that in the New Year's, I'm going to start doing a new series on my Instagram. It's going to be in my other social medias where short form content is more popular, so like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. I'm going to do a series where I am passing a 50K funded account on the Instagram. I've got a couple goals that I want to reach in 2025, and you know, I'm gonna keep them private for now, but they'll definitely come out very soon. But that's just a part of it. Either way, let's get into the video, and I appreciate you for giving me your time. Like I said, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, send it to a friend who is also on their trading journey or could learn something from this. Let's get into the sponsor of this video. All right, so now as you can see, the sponsor of this video is Tektronix.com. If you're looking to build your own personal PC with specific parts, the best parts in the market, make sure you contact Tektronix.com and use my code LVFLIP for 10% off. As you can see right here, they have free shipping on all products, so take advantage of that. And if you go here on the side, you can hit contact them, and they'll even be able to quote you on whatever part you want to add to your setup. But if you head in here into the trading setup, you'll see everything that has to do with the Lewis Visuals brand and what you need for trading, content creation, 3D work, photo work, just video creation in general. Anything that needs a computer, I think the best setup is the Features Setup LV Flip. $1,200. It ranges from $800 to $2,500. So I think this is the best bang for your buck. Either way, if you head in here, you'll see everything that is included in here, and you'll even get a picture of everything that is included. So make sure you guys take advantage of that and use my discount code LVFLIP for 10% off. Either way, let's head into the Discord. Now, this is the Discord. I am going to make a bunch of changes, especially down here. As you can see with the premium, I'm not going to show anything that I have going on in there, but I'm going to make a bunch of changes in here. And like I said, thank you guys so much for staying active, especially since I haven't been trading until the new year. But I've been asking a couple questions, and like I said, I've talked about the mentorship. So if you want to stop the video and read this, you'll get to see what's in there, as well as more information coming out in the near future. But yeah, make sure you guys join the Discord. The link is down in the description. Right now we have about 40 something members, so make sure you take advantage. And all I ask is that if you do join the Discord, just be active in the Discord. I want to make this Discord very active and have people just talking. So if you are willing to join, just be active. That's all I am asking. Either way, let's head into the charts and get this video going. And as you can see here, this is what the channel is doing right now. We're at 96, almost at 1.1k. So make sure you guys get us to 1.1k for the end of the year. It'll be a perfect present to end the year. This amount of progress has been amazing, honestly. So thank you so much for the amount of support that you've been giving me in this YouTube channel. But like I said before, I don't want to talk too long. Let's head into this actual video and look at the charts. All right, so as you can see, this is what the week looked like. It was it didn't move too much. I would say maximum this week was what? It was a 635 point range for the whole week. So, you know, it wasn't crazy, but it did move very well. And there were a couple of trades that were very good on this day or during this week. So yeah, maybe I should have traded on this day, but I just didn't because, like I said, we had Christmas and all that stuff on Wednesday, and as you can see, barely anything on Christmas, but it opened up after the day was over. But let me just take off all my giants, so as you can see, this is what the week looked like. Nothing crazy, not too much, but it was very good movement wise, a very clean price action for most of the days. But let's head into the actual day so that you guys can see exactly what ended up happening. So Monday was actually extremely interesting. Monday was one of those days where you kind of realize, okay, it was a good day to trade. I just didn't trade it. Now let's talk about what could have done. And like I said, this is all hindsight because I am not trading until the new year, so I apologize for that. But if you look at the new week opening gap, and then if you look at it during the, I believe, the 1 hour, you can see exactly what this was. So as you can see in here, respected the new week opening gap to the tick, basically, and the bodies tell the story, the wick does the damage. So you can see all this wick down here was manipulation just for the move up. But let's get a little deeper into it. So coming into the day, you can see that this right here was just generated liquidity. We come down into a 15-minute fair value gap right under, I believe it was also a 30-minute fair value gap if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you can see it's a 30-minute as well, but the 15-minute gave the more accurate play. And if you look at the opens, we were below the midnight open on this day. We'll mark it out for you. Hopefully there isn't too much clutter on the screen, but as you can see, I'm trying to make it as clear as possible. So 9:30, we end up manipulating higher, take out this buy side just to move lower. And honestly, most people probably took this trade down thinking that we were going to continue to head lower, but we came down below this generated liquidity. We had a key level, bounce off the CE of that key level where the entry could have been placed. Now always leave a couple ticks just for spread and for fuckery, because usually it gets close to CE and doesn't put you in, but easily could have had a small stop, something like a 10-point stop. If I'm yeah, there you go. Could have had a 10-point stop and targeted the highs of London or even the high from Friday, but it would have to be a swing trade for the high from Friday. Honestly, taking partials at all these highs is good. Take a partial right here at this high, take a partial at this high, which was the high of the day basically, so take a partial there for sure, and then leave the rest running until we get up to this high and so forth. But it was pretty clean on Monday, not too much. We were below all the openings at some point, so as you can see, below the 10 o'clock open once we came in here, and there was probably an SMT in there, that's why it looks like that. So let me check. So as you can see here, on Monday we had an SMT at 10 o'clock. There was an entry in there. As you can see, we come inside of this fair value gap. We created a fair value gap here and don't create one on ES, so there's a bullish SMT in there, so you could have had that entry. We also, if you play the power of 3, if you buy below the opening of 10 o'clock, as you can see, that's the opening for 10 o'clock, had a chance to buy below the opening and here, and then I don't know where you would have had your stop, it's up to you, but target the high. There is an opportunity to buy below every open on this day. Midnight open, it had 10 o'clock open, and the new day open. So as you can see, the 1 hour really tells the story, like I said before, with the new week opening gap right there. Now let's move on to Tuesday. Now Tuesday, this was a trade that I guess I had framed or back tested for the London session. As you can see, around 3 in the morning, we come soup the 1800 open or the true day open and then move higher. Could also have a 10-point stop for a 7R on that day, targeting the high from Friday. But now moving on to London's or New York session, New York morning session, the only move that I could really see was this move down at 9:30. Exactly at 9:30, we come down into these two down close candles, which end up supporting price and then moving higher. So an entry could have been taken in there. Honestly, don't know if there was an SMT on that day. It doesn't look like there was an SMT, but like I said, this was very clear, especially as we supported price with these down close candles. Could have had an entry somewhere in there anywhere and had your stop either below these lows or below that low, and then tried for, I don't know what you would have been targeting honestly on this day, but just let it run until you get some profit. The smallest thing that you could have taken was a 1 to 3, so as you can see, maybe something like this, get some good profit and then get out. But you know, some people get greedy, and I'm not saying that I wouldn't have, but I probably would have had it running a little bit longer. But if you have it below here, you could have got a 1 to 5, something like that. But that's all I can see from Tuesday. Now Wednesday was Christmas, so there was really no real price action, but as you can see here, this is very interesting. Now on Tuesday, if you take fib projections of this move that created this move down, it lines up perfectly with the 30-minute CE of this trade. So it's the same thing, generated liquidity with a key level, take that trade entry in there, 10-point stop, and you could have targeted this 30-minute order block and you would have had a 1 to 19.7, almost a 20R. Extremely crazy. But the most important part is finding out these levels, finding the levels where price could end up retracing from. Honestly, a lot of people would have just took this turtle soup right here and just had their stop there. I don't know where they would have had their stop loss below there, but it's up to the person who's trading. Like I said, I've been learning a lot of things recently. So yeah, that's what ended up happening on Thursday. It was pretty clean, honestly. Not too much nonsense unless you were trading on the lower time frames. There was some chop in here, but it was pretty clean and went into the levels eventually. Let's move on to Friday. We had a crazy dump. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this big of a dump, but this is the trade that I back tested on it. I really don't understand how coming into the day, if you look on the daily, I understood that for sure this low was gonna end up being taken, the low from Thursday, and my honest target was the low, the CE of this daily fair value gap, and then later on the low from Tuesday, which is what I have marked out here, as you can see. But basically the trade was we ended up manipulating here around 7 in the morning up to this 30-minute order block, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this 30-minute order block, as you can see, drag it out, respected the order block. There was an SMT there, which is extra confirmation. As you can see, could have took this entry stop above the order block wick or even above the CE of the 30-minute order block, and then just targeted the lows, like I said, below. Very clean week, wasn't bad at all. Honestly, after back testing it, there was a lot of things that were very clean. As you can see, we also came up above the midnight open at 7 in the morning. I know most people don't like taking pre-market trades, so they probably would have entered at 9:30, something like that. But as you can see, at 9:30 there was really no real entries unless you were on the lower time frame. No real retracements at all, really. But this 1 minute wick right here, or 1 minute trade up, we hit that 1 minute up close candle, which should support price or reject price. We ended up smacking it, just touching it by a little bit, and that could have been an entry, I guess, and then stop somewhere above these highs or even this high. But the real move had already started. As you can see, started at 7 in the morning, leading all the way down, and then you could have targeted down here, which was a wick on the 15-minute. So you could see that big wick, and then that's kind of what it was targeting, and ended up respecting the CE of that wick. So now let's see what ends up happening next week. Like I said, I won't be trading till January, so interesting stuff is happening, but a lot of things are gonna end up changing in 2025. Like I said, I've done a couple things in 2025 that should elevate me as a trader. I'm gonna help a lot of you guys elevate as traders as well, so make sure you join the Discord. Link is down in the description. Make sure you check out techtronics.com and use my discount code LBFlip for 10% off. Apart from that, share this video with a friend, leave a comment, let me know how your trading week went. If you traded, let me know if you're just waiting until the new year. Be on the lookout for that new series on my social medias, such as Instagram, mostly Instagram and TikTok. Yeah, that's basically it. Apart from that, I'll catch you in the next video. Happy New Year's, and I'll see you in the new year. Peace out.